I'm here with Megan Harrington. She is the producer and co-writer of the movie Pray, which releases on October 9th, the story of Father Patrick Peyton. He's one of my go-to guys. And Megan, thanks so much for taking the time to be with us.
Oh, Bonnie, thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
Okay, well, great. We are definitely going to get to Pray because I am a Peyton fangirl. Which is your latest movie. But first, I want to talk about the documentary that you made, The House That Rob Built, based on your own alma mater at the University of Montana's, the Lady Griz basketball team. What was it like to share that inspirational story?
Oh, it really was. I actually played for Robin Selvig, so it's a personal story in many ways for me, in understanding what a gift it was for me to have these female athletes to look up to in my hometown playing Division I basketball. And we go back in time a little to '78 when he first started, and women, it's a different landscape. They weren't taken as seriously, and he took this group of women and he made them believe in themselves and believe in something, that they were part of something bigger than themselves. And that affected an entire community. So it's a small town story, ranches, reservations, farms, and what happens when someone believes in you. Wow.
It was just really incredible, and it's clear that the coach is the real deal. It just really came through. And speaking of real life deal stories, let's get to servant of God, Father Patrick Peyton. He certainly, through his challenging times, encouraged families to pray together, to stay together. Tell us about your roles in making this film.
Well, I was brought on, fortunately. Father David Guffey had asked me to produce the film. We had worked together on the dating project. I knew him from St. Monica's as well. So when I came on board, I didn't know anything about Father Peyton other than the saying, the family that prays together stays together. That was about it. And like you, I am a fangirl. Just to be immersed in his story and his life. And, you know, we talk about superheroes and in so many different things, and we go to all these movies. This is a real life superhero, ordinary person who just did extraordinary things in his life when he knew his purpose that God had given him. It was life-changing for me personally. And the team that worked on it, you know, very grateful. Everybody really gave their heart and soul to the project.
Yeah, and it comes through just even in the trailer. You know, when we think of Father Peyton, you know, he was famous for his Rosary Crusades. And of course, October is the month of the Holy Rosary. So it's a perfect time to launch the film, but certainly under very challenging circumstances during the pandemic. What's been the reaction to the film thus far that you've heard?
Well, it's just been so encouraging to hear people's response, just how it personally is impacting them, to hear this story of a man who was so in love really with the Blessed Mother, and so grateful for her intercession in his life, to hear people say they were inspired or they felt hopeful or they felt a sense of renewed purpose in prayer. You know, our job was to just tell a compelling story, to entertain, inspire, and educate people about this man that many people, most famous person you've probably never heard of, is what Father Guffey says. You've heard the same, but most people probably aren't familiar with him. So to hear people say, how come I didn't know about him, just is really beautiful to have them be inspired. It's just been wonderful.
Yeah. And, you know, we were seeing some of the clips of just the trailer, and certainly the entertainment celebrities, Frank Sinatra, Jackie Gleason, the Princess of Monaco. You know, I always attributed, of course, because I'm of Irish descent, to Father Peyton's Irish charm, that he was able to encourage entertainment celebrities to share the faith and to support him. And in the movie, we see this continued with the testimony of Rosary by Mike Sweeney. So, and he's, of course, a Hall of Famer for the Kansas City Chiefs, right? Kansas City Royals, excuse me. You know, I'm a Red Sox fan. And the theme of today's show is family prayer and healing. What are you hoping that people, you know, will be inspired by from the film, not just from Mike Sweeney, but Father Peyton? What do you hope they take away from it?
I hope that they, first of all, are, again, educated about a man that they may not have known about, an ordinary man who did extraordinary things. I hope, I know for me personally, I can say I thought about my own parents and the gift that they gave. I have 10 siblings. The gift they gave us in family prayer. It really made me, I hope parents feel encouraged to pray with their children, to be encouraged to continue doing that. And if they're not, no matter the age, that they take that step and start praying together as a family. It really is transformational. And one of the parts of Father Peyton's story that he always talked about seeing his father and mother in prayer, especially his father, and how that changed his life. That was the most important event of his life. And to have that shine through, I hope that really does hit people of how important prayer is and how important and how prayer truly can create miracles. It is a miraculous story in many ways.
Now, how can our viewers, stay on top of where the film is going to be coming out from? Because I know it's kind of an interesting rollout. So tell us how they can follow that and learn a little bit about the rollout.
Yes. Okay. So if you go to praythefilm.com, you will see a list of theaters. You can click on that, see if it will be in your area. If it's not in your area opening weekend, which is October 9th, you can reach out and say you want to bring the film to your area. We're starting theatrically, and then around January, we'll roll out with a digital release so that you can, watch it on iTunes, Amazon, whatever the case may be, then on to parishes. So I really encourage you to go to that website, praythefilm.com, see if it's near you, and let your friends and family know if it's not near you, to let them know it's in their area.
Great. Thanks so much, Megan. So we're encouraging everybody, visit praythefilm.com. And Megan, thanks so much for your time, and good luck October 9th. We'll be praying for you. Thanks so much.
Oh, thank you, Bonnie.